Hey everybody, DeLongShot Signatures here. This is episode 88 of my 2024 TTM returns, and I have 8 successes that we are going to share today. Nothing back Tuesday or Wednesday, but we got 4 successes each on Thursday and Friday. So the first one here we have is a baseball return. This is a 1-of-1 success in 38 days from former Major League outfielder Johnny Field. I think he played maybe part of 2 seasons in the major leagues, but he did make it. Spent a few more years in the minor leagues, and then he retired from baseball. But I've been wanting to get this card signed for quite some time. He was a pretty decent signer when he was a player, but he just kept getting bounced up and down for a while there. And then I don't know if he played during the COVID season, all that. So I saw that he had retired. I'm like, well, I'll just have to wait for a home address to pop up, and one's finally up, and he's been really good signing through there. So that's cool to finally get that card done. Then we have a hockey return. This one is coming all the way from, I think it's the Czech Republic now. I could be wrong on what it's called. Might be Czechia. I don't know. But it is a 2-of-2 success in 52 days from former left winger Martin Rushinsky. Played almost 1,000 games in his NHL career. I think about 600 points, so really good, player for a long time there. Did have almost as many penalty minutes as he had games, but really for that era, that's not too bad. Like, this guy was pretty decent player to have on a team if you needed someone to score. So cool to add those for those sets. We got an NWSL return. This is a 2-of-2 success in 92 days from Portland Thorns player Hina Sugita. She's one of the better players in the NWSL. Pretty good goal scorer from what I could find. If you go on fbref.com, which is the football in terms of soccer reference pages and stats and all that, they have little charts that are really easy to read for players, and almost every block of hers is green. So from just like a basic analytic standpoint, and then some of the more advanced analytics, she's just a really, really good all-around player. So really cool to add her to the collection. Then we've got a former NFL player and potential College Football Hall of Fame inductee. This is a 2-of-2 success in 8 days from Oklahoma Sooners linebacker George Cumby. So I think this is the first year that Cumby is on the ballot for the College Football Hall of Fame, and I think it's his last eligible year. I don't know how far they go back with players, but I feel like after 50 years after their last college season played is like the limit. I don't know if that's for like modern era or something like that. I don't even know if you're eligible after that point. But for whatever reason, this guy, who was a fantastic linebacker back in the day, also played a little bit in the wishbone offense for Oklahoma at that time. I want to say he was a 3-time All-American, is only just now getting his eligibility to receive a nomination. So sucks that he's had to wait so long. His NFL career was okay, didn't really pan out to be, a super long one, but he did play for several years and, helped out the teams that he was with. So not a complete bust by any means, but just kind of stinks to see that he's had to wait so long to finally get the chance to go into the Hall of Fame. So hopefully he's able to make it. We'll see how that goes for him, but cool to get that one back for the football collection. Then we have a Magic the Gathering return. I sent 4 cards and received 5. I thought for a moment that maybe I sent an extra one and it was just a duplicate by accident, because one of the cards I bought online for real cheap, but another one I had in a box of just random cards that I bought at a card shop. But no, it was actually a bonus that was included. So this is a 5 of 4 success in 18 days from Magic the Gathering artist, and I think former like creative lead for Wizards of the Coast, Matt Kavoda? Not sure how it's supposed to be pronounced. But here's a Furnace Whelp, an Imperial Hellkite. Try and let that focus for a second. Don't knock over the camera. A Tower Gargoyle. And then I sent this Hexplate Golem, and then he included another one. I was like, oh, I must have just sent 2. And you'll notice that the design for these are a little bit different, which is completely expected. A lot of times they will reprint cards for different sets of cards that they make for Magic the Gathering, and they'll just, reuse the same art, and it's the same abilities and everything. They'll just change a little bit about the design so it fits with the rest of the set. So it's not unheard of or uncommon to have the 2 of the same cards, but with just kind of different designs. But then I looked at the back, and it's a blank back, which suggests to me that this is an artist proof, in which there are only 50 of these made for each card that get printed. So if that is indeed the case, he included this of his own, and that's really awesome of him to do. Didn't charge me a fee or anything like that, and to throw in a rare card is pretty awesome of Matt. So thank you, Matt, for doing that. Then we'll end off with some football returns. First one is a 1 of 1 success in 39 days from former NFL wide receiver Torrance Small. I've gotten from Torrance before. I don't think I had any other recent cards of him, but then I saw his name in the 92 Upper Deck set, so I was like, you know what, just to add to the set, I'll send that off. Got that signed. And then we got another wide receiver in today. This is a 3 of 3 success in 55 days from former NFL wide receiver Jarius Wright, signed in a thin blue Sharpie, which he's pretty well known for doing. I got him back when he was still in the NFL. Took, I think, over a year to get back, but he was always a really, really gracious signer, and had a couple of good seasons with the Vikings, was very much a depth wide receiver for the team, but he was a pretty reliable guy, and just they kept holding on to him and everything. They were kind of hoping for a breakout season. I think he had one year that was pretty good. But I don't think he played anywhere else. He might have played with the Panthers, if there's any other team that I could think of that he was on. I feel like it was the Panthers for some reason. But someone found a home address for him, and he's been signing through there. And then the address I sent to, I guess, no longer works, because he wrote a new address and put use this one instead. So I have that posted to Star Tiger. It should go up tomorrow morning or Sunday morning or whenever it goes up for others. And if you would like the address, just let me know, and I'll share it here in the comments for anyone who is interested to writing to Jarius Wright. Last one is on some photos. This is a 2 of 2 success in 8 days from former NFL linebacker Ed O'Neill. Not to be confused with former football player and longtime actor Ed O'Neill, who spells it with 2 L's. But Ed O'Neill here was a middle linebacker for the Lions. Played for several seasons. I think he was a first-round pick of theirs. Seemed like he had a decent career, very similar to George Cumby in terms of like his stats, although we don't have the tackling stats from those days. But I think he had like 5.5 sacks, 5 interceptions, and then of course as a middle linebacker, you're just gonna be making a lot of tackles. So cool to add him. Like I said, I think he was a first-round pick as well, so that's a nice little bonus for the collection. And he was a long-time defensive linebackers, coach at various levels, college, high school. Don't know if he coached at the NFL level, but regardless, still a very, very accomplished player and coach. to add to the collection. So that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.